Hey buddy, the McGregor Kingdom here, and welcome to the Kingdom. It's so great to see you all. I'm very happy y'all are watching this video, and doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Keep up the good work, the hustle, and we gonna be big soon. I can feel it. I can feel it. So yeah, we're gonna do Real Talk. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so much fun. Real Talk episode 10. This marks the halfway mark with my Real Talk series. And that's crazy. We only got 10 more episodes after this, so it's definitely crazy. It's definitely emotional. Halfway mark right here, and then at some point, probably next week, we'll have None the Wiser episode 10, and that will be the halfway mark of that series as well. And it has a special guest. Sadly, this does not have a special guest, but it's just me. But I'm blanking out here. Enjoy the episode. Okay, so a lot of times I'll be going around and people ask me questions and stuff, and then they'll say and then a lot of times they'll ask me questions in searching for some kind of hope, and that's great. That's fantastic. So they'll ask me, they'll say the McGregor Kingdom, for hope's sake, trying to find some hope. What's the most uplifting thing in our world today? And I think it's a great question. And then sometimes people will ask me the opposite. They'll say, what is the most tragic thing happening in the world today? So I'll start with the good. And then, so I'll start with the uplifting thing that's currently happening today. Honestly, if I'm being fully honest, being fully real, amazing, uplifting things happen every day in our lives. Okay, even people who are sad and stuff, even sad people have moments where they're happy. You know, it's a big thing, and so being uplifting things happen every day. So currently, I mean, if you live in America, that's already uplifting, like land of the free, you know, like this is we have freedom here, and sure, there are still problems in America. I know that, but overall, there's not a lot of countries that have what America has. You know, a lot of countries, if you say you hate that country inside of that country, you will die. In America, you can say you hate America, and you don't have to worry about dying in public or have to worry about any major consequences. Sure, it's not perfect, but nothing's perfect, so don't strive on perfection. And so that's the big uplifting thing. Other things is if you're going through every day and you help somebody, you know, give them some money, you know, give them a ride if they need a ride, you know, all that stuff. Then that itself is very uplifting as well. And I watch a few YouTube shorts of this guy that kind of helps homeless people or helps people who are having a bad day or who need some aid. He aids them and he helps them, and he does this nearly every day. So that's already a great uplifting thing that's currently happening. And I know there's so many people that do that, or they mow lawns for people. That's what I do. And they do all these kind of things for people just to help out, you know. And that's what's so uplifting currently that's happening around us. And there is some hope, there is some good things out there, but a lot of times you ain't looking. What you're doing is you're looking back. You're looking back and not looking forward. And that's leading to one of the most tragic things that are currently happening, is people don't often look around to see the goodness, to see the bright inside of their lives. Instead, they look back at their shadow. They look back at the darkness. They look back at whatever mistakes they made in the past. I'm here to tell you from experience, your past does not define you, okay? I know people who were really bad in a bad situation. They, instead of looking back, they look forward, look at the light, and then they realize that they have the ability to change, and they've changed for good, and they are now really good people, doing really successful in their lives, and they're giving back to their community. I know people who have been good, who made good decisions, and were genuinely good people when they're in their past, but then something happened, and now they're looking back. Now they're trying to look back, and then they're saying, I was good then. But what they don't realize is they're not good now. So your past does not define you. It's the things you do. It's who you are, not who you was. So that's very important to know. And that's one of the tragic things that are happening currently, is that people don't realize that who you are right now is who you are right now. It's not who you were then. It's not who you're going to be. If you want to be a good person, work on becoming a good person now. Don't wait till your deathbed. Don't wait until later. Always live like today's gonna be the last day, and then I guarantee you're gonna see some great progress, because we want to live our lives to the fullest. We don't want to hold back anymore. Whatever's holding you back, I know that's another tragic thing happening. Is if someone wants something like success and they're being held back, they allow that thing to hold them back. Nah, just break through and just go get what you're after. So yeah, honestly, that's my full, honest, real answer to that first question. On to question number 2. Okay, so throughout my life, I've lived across all of the United States. I visited a lot of states, lived in about like 5 or so, and moved about 7 to 8 times, or maybe closer to 8 to 9 times. I've moved. And so when people ask me this is coming from an experienced point of view, okay? And people ask, if people have like different cultures, do they still have the ability to live peacefully together? And I'm saying from experience, I lived in all kinds of places. I lived up in Alaska, I lived in Ohio, I lived in Oklahoma, Kansas. I lived in a lot of places. So I'm speaking from experience. Yes, people with different cultures can indeed live peacefully. At one point, I lived in Kansas City, Missouri. Okay, we lived in an apartment complex, and it was pretty cool and stuff. But most of the people there were black, like that was their race, and it was just me, my family, and a few other people were there, like the only Caucasians. And yet every day I would get up out of bed for the summer. I'd get up out of bed. I kind of wake up and stuff. Then I would go out and I would hang with these people because, they were around my age. They went to the same school as I did, and they were my neighbors, and there was a lot of them. So I went to visit them and stuff, like on a daily basis, and every day we would hang out, we would have fun. There was moments where there's like a woods nearby. We'd always go into the woods. We do all kinds of crazy stuff, and I remember this because it was really eye-opening for me. Like looking back at it now, is like they were all black and stuff, and I'm sure in school they didn't get a lot of love, and maybe, I don't know. I haven't lived in their lives, but I know that they had different backgrounds. I know that they had different struggles that they were dealing with, and I had different struggles that they weren't dealing with as well. But what was ultimately important is that we all just hanged out. Like every time, like after a hard day of school or something, we would always come together and just hang out and be goofy, silly, mostly immature. It's great, and that's just, I'm speaking from experience here. You can have different cultures and still live peacefully. My grandpa, my dad's dad, he got divorced, and then he married a lady who's very nice, and she happens to be Indian, Native American, and so like that's just showing that you can indeed find peace and love and stuff. And now I call her, and now I consider her as my grandma. She's family, and I love hanging out with her and all that stuff. And it's really great to hear all the stories and things, and that's just another thing it shows is like you can fully, you can, like, I wouldn't say ignore the culture. Culture is important. It's like it's where you come from, but the culture doesn't hold you back from like living peacefully amongst other people, and it's truly great. And I know a lot of white people did some bad things and stuff, but I didn't do those bad things, so I'm not defined by what people did before I was even born. What defines me is what I do, and that's what a lot of people need to realize is what do you do? And that's ultimately what defines you and stuff. And now, I mean, people tend to say what they want, but the fact is, you can live peacefully with other people from different cultures and stuff. It is possible. It is doable. You just gotta you gotta realize your differences and realize your similarities. And you're not going to agree on every single thing, but you can still be friends and stuff, and you can still live peacefully. I'm telling you, it is possible. It is possible for all of us to unite together and just become one. It's possible. I promise. It is definitely doable, and there's really nothing. There's not much to it except your own pride and stuff. You know, they're really great friends to have. So just realize that. All right, on to the third question. Okay, so a lot of people would talk to me and stuff, and um, I know for at least in my town stuff, when I get recognized by people, they're typically younger people, like kids and stuff. So what that made me realize is that people are looking up to me and stuff. And it's great. It's great that they are. I'm very happy that I can be a good role model for them. It's just kind of crazy sometimes to think if I mess up, then they might do that same mistake because I did it. It's a crazy process. But a lot of people like to consider that I have good honor, that I'm a decent person, and I did the best I could. I'm doing the best that I can to become a role model for these people to somewhat help them. But I'm only a man. I'm a human being. I'm gonna make mistakes and stuff. But a lot of people, they'll see me in person. They'll be like, "You have great honor." I'm like, "Wow, thanks." And then that'll lead to them asking like, "What does honor mean to you?" And like, why you're so honorable and stuff. And honestly, um, I like to consider honor as like a point where you just do good things for people, and it kind of helps you as much as it helps them. And what's great about this is that um, I've been fairly blessed. I know God has blessed me, and He's blessed the people that I love, and I know that He's been a blessing to so many people in my life, including me. And so, if I'm gonna be blessed with this much stuff, I might as well give it away to people. And if I eventually get really successful with this YouTube thing, and I get paid a lot of money, I'm gonna bless the people that I love as much as I have been blessed with YouTube, and I can see it working pretty well, and that's kind of what I'm going for is that blessing, and it's really good. It's really good to have, and to give it away and stuff. It's a blessing in itself. I know that a lot of people are struggling. I know that with like, I mean, suicidal thoughts, depression stuff has been very high lately, and I'm just glad that that God has given me the ability to talk about this stuff and to confront it, because sometimes you'll be dealing with it and you won't even say that you are, because you don't want to like swallow that pride. You don't want to lose that honor that you're actually dealing with something big. So and a lot of people that meet me, they say I'm the voice of these people who think things but never say them. And that's crazy. That's crazy. And that's a lot of honor that takes in. I'm very proud of this. This is everything I'm dealing with. This is where I go and stuff. I'm very proud. And I'm very happy that I can help so many people. And it's truly amazing. It's an incredible experience. And I'm here to tell all of you guys that if you want to be blessing, if you want to get some honor and stuff, anytime you're blessed with something, try to give some of that blessing out to others. Whether it's someone you love to start off, or like just a complete stranger you see on the streets, just bless them with some like money or some like just some kind of thing to help them out a little bit. That'd be awesome, you guys. And I know that in the end we can all just like celebrate this kind of thing, and we can definitely say we made a difference, because the McGregor Kingdom is out to get ya. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The McGregor Kingdom's out to get you. We got a kingdom. We got an army. We ready to get ya. Big time. Big time. I am really looking forward to seeing this movement of the McGregor Kingdom. That would be awesome. If all of you guys just hit some kind of blessing, record it, tag me in it or something, and that's what honor means to me. Is if I get other people to become a blessing and to do this kind of thing as well. Let's get this honor going on. Let's honor the McGregor Kingdom and let's get this thing going. Let's bless people and let's just be a blessing. God has blessed us with all this stuff. Let's just give some of it away. That's the way that I see it. There's no need to hold it all to ourselves. I mean, it's not gonna be with us in our grave. So let's bless the people that we really care about. And so yeah, that's my reply to that question. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys so much for watching. It means so much to me. And wow, it's just crazy that we're halfway through now. Like, we just got like 10 more episodes, and then the Real Talk series will be done for a while. And that's just crazy. And this was all like a dream that kind of happened to me. And I'm very happy to see that I'm actually doing this thing, as well as None the Wiser. It's been a dream of mine to kind of do comedy and stuff with a bunch of iconic characters that I create. And it's awesome to see that they're both doing so well and so successful, and I'm so happy to see the progress that we're all making, and it's awesome. It's really awesome, and we're halfway through. We still got 10 more episodes, so let's do this strong. So this is power. So this is for the kingdom. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. Do all that stuff. See you guys in the next episode of the McGregor Kingdom. Out!